It's like this mythical thing that isn't written into the laws. It's quite hard to define exactly what it is. I think ultimately, like both those dismissals were out effectively, and that's kind of the laws of the game. I guess the spirit of cricket means different things to different people, and how you go about it is slightly different. But yeah, I think in cricket we love a controversy, and it's quite funny actually to watch everyone talking about a ball rolling into 3 stumps from an underarm. Like the country's gone mad about it. It's quite funny from our perspective.
Short format team in women's cricket. I think they've lost the T20 game in 24 matches. Is there an aura around them? Did you have to not think about that? And in fact, is it quite important to get rid of the aura by beating them?
I mean, yeah, we know how good a team they are. They've obviously won a lot of trophies in the last couple of years. Well, probably going back a while now. But I think what it has forced us to do is just think about ourselves and what we're really good at. And I think that's starting to come through quite a lot now, especially in the last 2 T20s that we've played. We've got John Lewis who's come on board in the last 3-4 months, and he's really tried to change our mentality about how we play our cricket. And it's really exciting to watch. There's 20,000 people there wanting to watch what we did last night, so that's incredible for us.
Do you prefer the short game? Because you don't play as many tests as you might do, it strikes me. You play a lot of short ball cricket. Do you prefer that game?
We all love Test cricket. We just don't really get the opportunity to play it that much. It was historically always Ashes Tests that we played, but we're starting to play a few more now. We played one against India last year. We've got another one against India coming up. So we're playing more of it, but it's still only 2 or 3 Test matches in the calendar. So yeah, if you compare that to the men, we obviously don't play much. We're more accustomed to the white ball stuff, but I think if you asked any female cricketer, they'd love to play more red ball cricket as well.
Really, and Heather, last night it was a great example of why white ball cricket, when it's good, is really good, because it looked like you put them away a couple of times and they kept coming back. And when you get a close finish in white ball cricket, that's pretty exciting, and as it was last night. Yeah,
it is. And the 2 losses that we had in the Test match and the first T20 were really close as well, and really good cricket to watch, I think. And I think that's why we stayed pretty positive as the group. We've played the cricket that we want to play, just haven't quite been able to win those big moments. And last night, I think it was always going to be a close one to get over that hurdle of beating Australia, I think. And I think now we've done it. I think it gives us real momentum. I think there's a real belief in the side that we're as close to them and if not better than them, and can beat them. Probably the most belief we've had in a long time. So.
And you've got to keep beating them now. It's the same as with the men, actually, isn't it? You've now got the position where you're 6-2. You can't really lose one more, otherwise they keep hold of the Ashes, don't they? So you've got to win every game from now on. That's a pressure, isn't it?
It is, but actually you can't look too far ahead. Next goal is our T20 on Saturday at Lords, and if we win that, we win the T20 series leg of the tour 2-1, and that's like our focus really. And I think it's quite hard to look too far ahead. You've got to stay focused on the next game, and obviously focusing on T20 and how you want to play the game.
I'm going to have to ask you about spirit of the game. Not only because of Bairstow, because there was a thing for you as well, man-cadding, which people don't watch cricket, is when the bowler gets someone out when the other batsman is out of their crease. That happened to you. That happened to your team with the run out of Charlie Dean. Does spirit of the cricket? I ask both of you this question. Does spirit of cricket mean anything to you, or do you actually just play by the rules and play hard? What does spirit of cricket mean to you?
I think it's hard. It's like this mythical thing that isn't written into the laws. It's quite hard to define exactly what it is. I think ultimately, like both those dismissals were out effectively, and that's kind of the laws of the game. I guess the spirit of cricket means different things to different people, and how you go about it is slightly different. But I think in cricket we love a controversy, and it's quite funny actually to watch everyone talking about a ball rolling into 3 stumps from an underarm. Like the country's gone mad about it. It's quite funny from our perspective to see people.
And if
it
happened in your game, would you if you'd have been in Carey's position, if you'd have been bowling Kate and the wicketkeeper throwing down the stumps, do you appeal? Do you want them out?
Oh, you always want them out. Yeah, I think obviously that's a discussion for us to have with the captain, but I think every team's different, and Australia have stood by their decision, and it's the correct decision because it was out. England have said they would have done something differently.
Do you think they would? I'm not sure. We talked to Mike Allison a lot on this programme, and he said as England captain, Heather, you're a captain, he would not have withdrawn that appeal. He'd have said, you're out, get out. And a lot of other England captains have said the same thing. Do you want to offer a view, Heather? Are you worried about this? I mean, I don't want to put you in a difficult position. Is this a controversy you don't want to get into, or is it interesting? Is it because it's about how you conduct yourself as sports people? Yeah,
it's interesting. I think the sad thing is how much we've talked about that, and rather than the cricket. The cricket's been amazing and really good to watch. There's some remarkable performances, and everyone's talking about that. I think it's really hard unless you're in that situation and the heat of the battle. I think people will react slightly differently. And obviously, when you're on the wrong side of it, it's quite hard to take sometimes. And you will say you potentially might have done something different, but whether anyone would do in that position, I don't know. It's pretty hard unless you're put in that position.
Yeah, I think you've got to play to the rules of the game. I'm no cricketer. Will the Ashes be alive for both men and women, Kate, in a week's time, or in 3 or 4 days' time? Do you think England can win? The men's team can win in the Test, and you can win a couple more in your Ashes, and keep because it's a great series, the Ashes, for men's and women's cricket. If it stops mattering because it's a dead rubber, that'll be a shame, won't it?
Oh, well, obviously we want to win. We're here to win. With all our training and all our prep that we've done, and the men similarly has all been geared to winning. So, of course, we want that Ashes to be alive. But I think what we're really focused on as well is women's sport and how many people are coming watching us play, and we want that to continue. We've just heard that we've sold out the Ageas Bowl, we've sold out Taunton. We've got an ODI at Bristol that I'm sure won't be too far away from being sold out. Not heard numbers for Lords yet, but people are talking about cricket. People want to come and watch cricket, and that's the main thing for us. So if we can inspire anyone to pick up a bat or ball, then we're happy. And obviously, if we can win, even better.
Yeah, great stuff. Well, good luck to both of you. It was a great game last night, and there'll be lots of more good games to come. This is the first Ashes series, by the way, with Cinch as the principal partner, which is why you guys are here with us this morning. Thank you for coming. That's Heather Knight there and Kate Cross.